The baby who held time. In a kingdom where the rivers flowed with silver light and the sky sparkled with 1,000 shades of blue, a baby named Aurea was born. But there was something different about Aurea, something that puzzled the midwives and left even the wisest scholars speechless. From the moment she entered the world, time itself seemed to slow down around her. When she blinked, the flutter of a butterfly's wings stretched into long, graceful arcs. When she giggled, the ripples in a pond stilled, as if listening. And when she slept, the stars above twinkled slower, as if waiting for her to awaken. The people of the kingdom whispered about the baby who held time. Some feared her, believing she was a child of forgotten magic. Others revered her, calling her a gift from the gods. But her parents, King Aldrich and Queen Selene, only saw their precious daughter, their miracle, their joy. Yet as Aurea grew, it became clear that her connection to time was more than a mere curiosity. By the time she was 1, she could reach for a falling petal and keep it from touching the ground. At 2, she could extend a moment of happiness, making a beautiful sunrise last just a little longer. But when she turned 3, something strange happened. One day, while playing in the palace gardens, she tripped over a root and scraped her knee. It was a small wound, but as she cried, time around her froze completely. The birds in the trees halted mid-flight, the wind stopped moving the leaves, and the palace fountains hung in the air like glass sculptures. Her mother rushed to her, but even she was caught in the frozen world. Aurea, confused and scared, looked around, seeing everything still, except for herself. And then she spoke. "Move," she whispered through her tears. With a rush of warmth, time returned, flowing like a river that had been held back too long. The trees swayed again, the birds continued their songs, and her mother swept her into her arms, holding her tight. From that day forward, Aurea learned to control her power. She used it to help others, to hold back time for an injured child so they could heal faster, to slow the setting sun so travelers could find their way home, to grant a grieving heart just a few more moments with a loved one. But she never used it selfishly. She never stopped time to avoid hardship or to escape sadness. For as much as she held the power over time, she understood something profound. Time was precious, not meant to be hoarded, but cherished in the fleeting moments that made life beautiful. And so, the baby who once held time in her tiny hands grew into a queen who used her gift wisely. And though she lived a long and wondrous life, she never stopped appreciating the simple, passing seconds, the laughter of a child, the rustling of autumn leaves, the warmth of a hand held in love, because she knew better than anyone. Time was